This morning, as a church family, we get the opportunity to do something really unique. We get to celebrate baptisms together. People who have been changed by the good news of the gospel. We're going to do that together as a church family. They're going to come up and read their testimonies. If you have a child who is in childcare, Little Oaks, not Baby Oaks, go ahead and grab them. We love for our children to be a part of this time in our service. As you make your way and do that, I'm going to invite 3 people in our church family up. I'm going to invite Nick and Latanya and Alice. They're going to share with us the story of life change that only God could bring. We're going to celebrate baptism with them, and we're going to continue worship in this way. Ned, come on, bud.
I used to look at God as a wishing well. When I was going through something rough and I felt like I had no other outlet, only then would I talk to God. He wasn't anything more than that. At this point, I was chasing the approval of my football coaches. I was chasing the approval of women and my parents. I would try harder and harder to be enough for them, and I never was. I developed a great work ethic because of it, but I was left feeling as if I could never live up to the standards of this world. I made the trip out to northern Georgia for a Young Life camp where I heard the gospel for the first time. I heard about a father who loved me no matter how hard I worked for him. That was an offer I couldn't refuse. At the end of the week, I decided to commit my life to Jesus. Everything changed. Instead of thinking about what I can do to improve, I remember the death of Jesus, and I asked how I could be more like him.
Nick, it's my responsibility to ask, who is the Lord of your life?
Jesus Christ.
Amen. It's a privilege to baptize you as my brother in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, buried with Christ in baptism and raised to walk in the newness of life.
Hardships through the thoughts of suicide. I experienced 5 of them, 2 of those being my sister. Having these scenarios showed my mind that these were okay to do, so I started doing them myself. I started making plans, I started harming myself, and I destroyed every relationship through my path. But starting my senior year, I became best friends with one of the people sitting in this crowd today. She invited me to Young Life during one of our softball practices. I will never forget that moment when I walked in with her and I just felt something different. Not realizing that it would change my life, I said yes to going to camp. At Lake Champion, that is where I decided to give my life to Christ. I didn't start following him truly until the month of August. I didn't really commit fully, but Once I heard that I wasn't allowed to Once I found out I wasn't allowed to go to Young Life anymore, it broke my heart. I cried every night until I realized I could be starting to do something new. I joined NLT where this helped me become a stronger person because I know people around me love me. The friends I made through this show me every day their love for me and the Lord's love for me. As there are still struggles where there will always be, now I know I have someone to look to, someone who I know will listen, someone I know who truly cares, and someone's shoulder I can cry on. Today is the day I have been ready for. I am ready to run towards Him and never look back. I am ready to put Christ at the center of my life as well as to serve Him and abide by His rules to my will.
It's my responsibility to ask, who is Lord of your life? It's a privilege to baptize you as my sister in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, buried with Christ in baptism, and raised to walk in the newness of life.
I'm a freshman at Newport High School. At fall weekend on November 8th, 2018, I decided to start a relationship with Jesus. Before this, I was disrespectful, rude, a hothead, and I had no filter. I knew who God was, but I've been to church but never wanted anything more. Until I met Lydia at a football game. She was joyful, nice, and I was not. I had known about Young Life, but I'd never done anything about it. As soon as I started coming around more, I knew something was different, and that difference I soon learned was Jesus, was God. Home was not at one place. Friends I hung around were making bad choices, and I knew I needed life to change. I went to fall weekend, and that is exactly what happened. I learned that God is not all seriousness and rules. God is joy. After I started a relationship with Jesus, I felt more free to be myself. I started to change my attitude, was more positive, and learned to control my temper. Jesus opened my eyes to a new life. Life is still hard. I am continuing to learn more every day. I want to be a nicer person and appreciate everything He has done for me. God is loyal, and I could never earn His love. He is changing my heart. My leaders love me a lot, and the community I have found at the Oaks Church has pushed me to love and grow in Jesus more and more. And I am trying to show God to my family. By becoming baptized, I am showing the world my love for Jesus Christ, my Savior. He has forever changed my life and continues to bless me and get me through the good and the bad. I am not perfect. I am still a sinner, and I will never stop trying because life is better with Jesus.
Tanya, it's my responsibility to ask, who is Lord of your life? It's my privilege to baptize you, my sister, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, buried with Christ in baptism, and raised to walk in the newness of life.